In the previous class we had already learnt about subject, verb and agreement and why it is so important here, and then today we will, and we had also seen that why it is important and how the verb agrees, on what basic rule the verb agrees with the subject. Now for today we will shift, and yesterday I had told you there are some basic rules which it is followed by the subject and verb to agree with each other, and those rules are the exceptions, that where to use what, right? The basic rule, let me again revise it. The basic rule is plural subject takes plural auxiliary verb and singular subject takes singular auxiliary verb. And then there are some exceptions which are different rules. There are 10 basic rules that we need to follow, and now we will be jumping straight to the 10 rules of subject verb agreement. Okay, so going on to the next slide is this: the basic rules of subject verb and agreement, right? We have done it, and the first thing is the rule number 1. The number 1 the number of subject is not changed by the words. The first rule after the basic rule is the number of subject is not changed by the words that come in between the subject. Okay, so for example we can see here that one of the boxes is open, right? So here one is the subject, and we know here in the verb we are talking about the auxiliary verb, and here the auxiliary verb is. So you may ask, or you may have a doubt, that here the subject, you do not get confused about the subject. You have to understand that what we are talking about in general. What boxes? Now we are talking about one box, so one is the subject, not the boxes. So if one is the subject, so there it will obviously be is. So do not get confused with this word, the word boxes. You may think that here this is the box, we are talking about the box, so this box, and depending on this it will be R. No, we are talking about one particular box, so it will be what? It will be one, and one is what? One is singular. So here it is explained better that here the subject one and the auxiliary verb is both in singular form and is unaffected by the word plural boxes. So this is the subject and this is the verb. So in between, whatever word comes in what form, it does not affect the auxiliary verb. It is always related to the subject. Okay, clear? Now moving on to the next slide. Okay, so rule number 2. Some subject always, here what is the rule number? Some subject always takes the singular form even if they sound like a plural form. Example, someone and everyone. Example, someone in the game was hurt. So here we are talking about someone, means here your sense may think that it is a plural verb, but it is not. We are talking about one person here, right? Someone, one, like everyone, right? Everyone was, everyone, not where, right? Everyone is also a verb that sounds like a plural form, but it takes a singular verb. Okay, so here it is, someone in the game was hurt, so it will not be where. And the second one is everyone, right? Everyone is present in the class, it's not everyone are. So we are talking about one, right? So whenever we are talking each one of us, here also we take the singular verb. Someone in the game, everyone in the class. So we are collectively talking about each individual in the class, right? So in the sentence, everyone in the class is present. So we are talking about each one of the class as a collective unit. So here also, for everyone also, we will take up the singular. Although it looks and sounds like a plural form, we will take up what? We will take up the singular verb. Now coming to rule number 3. The following words like some, any, almost, some, any, all and most may be singular or plural depending upon the use of them in the sentence. So this rule number 3, or this particular aspect, you need to keep in mind, and this is a little bit tricky. These 4 words, some, any, all and most, these words, it changes according to the sentence. You have to understand in which sense you are using it. For example, some of us are, right? So when the word some is used, it is a collective one, right? So for that you need to use the plural verb, that is are, because you are not meaning a single one. Some means somebody who is collective, somebody, some people, right? The number is not justified. So because some, any, all, any quantitative, right? Any quantitative words, any qualitative words that are that does not define, abstract words such as they do not define a particular number of quantity, they always demand a little bit of use with jurisdiction and different. We should always use them with a little bit of precision and understanding that what are we using and what auxiliary verb we will be using. So here there is an example. Most of the news is good. So news, here we can see that news seems like a plural verb, but it is not. It takes up a singular verb. Okay. Now going on to the next rule number 4. Okay, so this rule number 4, this is important. Okay, you just pay attention towards this one. Subjects joined by the word and are treated as plurals, and subjects joined by or nor takes the verb that agrees with the last subject. Here we just need to keep a little little bit attention that, see, here Bob and George are leaving, right? It is are leaving. Why? Because this Bob and George are taken as what? Taken as plural, because it is joined by the word and. Okay, so whenever there is a word that joins each other with the word and, we take that as a plural unit. We take it as a plural. Bob and George, the subjects joined by and are treated as plural. So that is why Bob and George will be treated as plural. That is why which auxiliary verb we will be using? We will be using are. Okay. Now coming to the next example. Neither Bob nor George is leaving. So here now you may think that why here Bob and George are, and why here Bob and George both are there, but why it is. So here comes the second section, that when subjects are joined by or nor, we take it as a single unit. So neither Bob nor George is living, right? So neither Bob nor George. Understood? So here, because neither and nor is used, we will take it as a single unit. And when and is used, and when the two subjects are joined by the and, we will take it as a plural. Now coming to the third example. Orange, banana and apples are good for health. For example, here see, why orange, banana and apples. Again we will be seeing that it is joined by the word and, so we will be taking it as are. Okay, neither, here it is So here it before and it may be singular or plural, right? But we will always take it as it may be. If any word is joined by the word and, it may be in singular. For here it is orange and banana, these are the singular forms, right? But we will take this entire thing is in plural form and we will use are. Neither the quiet boy nor the girls of the class are going to stay back. Understood? So here also neither the quiet boy nor the girls of the class are going to stay back. So here there is a case, we will, for here when neither or nor, we will always use this one, right? Girls of the class are going to stay back. Okay, so what happens is, either we have used neither and nor, sometimes there is a situation where we consider the last subject of the, where we emphasis on the last subject of the sentence, and accordingly we use the auxiliary verb. Okay, now going on to the next rule. Okay, rule number 5. There and here are not subjects. The sentences that starts with these words are the subject usually found later. So what happens is, there and here, these two words are not subjects. Even though the sentence starts with there and here, these cannot be considered as subject. So whenever you have to keep in mind that if the sentence starts with there, your subjects will be followed on the latter half of the sentence. That is why, see, here the subject comes here in this, where agrees with the subject books. Okay, so the subject appeared later on the part of the sentence, even after the use of the auxiliary verb. So here what happens is, we can see that this auxiliary verb agrees with this subject, and same for the here is the pen that you were searching. So there and here, even though the sentence starts with these two words, we will not consider there and here as subject. There, if the sentence starts with there and here, you read the sentence further and then you find out what the subject, what is the topic, or what the thing it is we are talking about. Okay, keep it in mind. And so I hope everybody can see it, right? Okay, fine. Clear till rule number 5? We will go to rule number 6. Okay. We will go to rule number 6, 7 and other till 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. There are 5 more rules that are left. We will do it in the next video class. Thank you.